Hey everyone, how you doing? Okay, so another episode of my journey to Lancaster Classic in 2021. You know, fingers crossed still that we're going to be taking that journey and being able to shoot. I've been laser focused on my 18-meter game in the Barebow. Okay, that's not true. That's not true. All right, this setup isn't even for the 20-meter, or sorry, the 18-meter. So it's been a while since I put out a video, and the reason is quite simple. It's been a lot going on, and then, you know, with COVID and just, I know that's all excuses and that, but hey man, I got introduced to 3D by a bunch of really cool dudes, and they said, hey, there's a tournament coming up, so why not go to that tournament and get some experience there. So I thought, okay, I'll do that. Why not? What do I got to lose, right? So what's the rules there? You know, what's going on? Well, it's called the IBO Traditional World Championship. And I guess it's one leg of this World Championship. There's gonna be some fantastic archers from all over the country are gonna converge on Tennessee, Pappy's Farm or something like that. Anyway, this guy's really cool. I talked to him on the phone. I asked, do I got to register? So just for you guys, and if you're interested in going out there for that to Tennessee, you know, just look up IBO World Traditional World Championship, and you should be able to find the flyer for it. And there is almost no other information online about it. Nothing. So it's almost like this community is trying to not get more people involved, and that's kind of sad. But you know, I sound like I'm excited about it. I kind of am, because I'm telling you today, go check it out. Call up that number, call Pappy. He'll tell you exactly what you need to do. You get a hotel down there, and then you register when you get there. That's it. There's no pre-registration. There's none of that stuff. So yeah, just go do that if you're interested in doing that. And again, so this was coming up here at the end of July, middle of July, end of July. So I put together a 3D rig. And what's important about 3D archery over indoor 18 meter? Well, first of all, you need a fast bow. And I put these Uka limbs on here, 38 pounds. I've got them dialed into 39 pounds on this bow. I've got lighter arrows, and these are micro diameter arrows, and these are cheapy cheaps, right out of China, but they're Carbon Express, and they're Predator 2s. They're like an old style arrow. I put some spin wings on there, 80 up front, and they're fast. Anyway, so what has this got to do with my journey, my Barebow journey to Lancaster Classic 2021? Well, getting more experience is invaluable, and everyone says exactly the same thing to me. Get out, shoot tournaments, because whatever you're scoring now, take 20 points off that. I think it was probably even worse than 20 points. It was more like 30 points. So I actually have seen some progress. I've actually shot, my personal best was 255 on a 300 round. That's pretty fantastic for me, and I'm consistent. You know, I'm very consistent. I'm grouping my arrows pretty good. I get a little bit of target panic, but I'm starting to overcome that with a couple of different things. So that's the second part of this video. There's a couple things I've changed in my style of shooting, and I want to hear from you guys too. What are you doing for your Barebow, or even any traditional shooting? How are you shooting traditionally? Leave a comment, can be 20 sentences, I don't care. Leave a comment below. I want to know what people that are watching this channel, what they're doing. So here's the things that have changed. And remember, I come from an instinctive background, and instinctive is making a comeback, by the way. There was a long time where there were a lot of people on the internet said, there's no such thing as instinctive, you know, you're using the tip to point that arrow and shoot. And yeah, you are an instinctive, and we know that. You're just not concentrating on the tip of the arrow to shoot, right? But you're aligning yourself, and you're aligning your body, and you're aligning the bow and your hand, and everything's pointing at the target, and you release. So in that world, in that instinctive world, you obviously don't close an eye to shoot or to aim. In rifle shooting and pistol shooting to some extent, I guess, you know, you're closing that eye and you're aiming down the barrel of the gun. You know, whatever it happens to be, you close one eye and you look through the scope or you look down the sights. In archery, there seems to be some debate on whether or not you close one eye or not. So, you know, there's a great video online. If you're looking at any of the archery videos online, you'll have already found a video that told you that closing one eye, none of the top archers do that. No one closes an eye. They all keep both eyes open. And the fellow who's saying that is actually talking about all the high level Olympic recurve archers. And so he makes a pretty good point. So that was my frame of reference in barebow. And again, I didn't know. What would I know? So you know, I kept both eyes open and I tried to focus on the tip of the arrow. But again, being from an instinctive background, honestly, I had an incredibly difficult time doing that. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to burn a hole in the target. Like, that's what I've always been told. Burn a hole in the gold. You know, stare at that gold. Stare it down. Stare down the gold. Don't take your eyes off it. Aim small, miss small. Have you heard all those things? Yeah, me too, right? So you're taking that big target, whether that's a deer or whether it's a big archery target, and then you're not looking at the big target. You're supposed to aim just at that gold. Burn a hole in that gold. Don't aim at all this other stuff. Again, aim small, miss small. We've all heard it. You've heard it. I was having a hard time, and I was having a hard time scoring because I couldn't, my vision wasn't trained to focus on the arrow tip. And when you're doing this and you have both eyes open, you have this split vision. It's called shooting. I believe it's called split vision. You're focused on the arrow tip, and the arrow tip is what's in focus, and the target behind it is out of focus. So target here, tip here, you see this in focus, this is out of focus, and you kind of put it near the gold or just below the gold, and then you do your shot sequence and then follow through and release. I couldn't get it. I couldn't focus on the tip of the arrow. I couldn't do the split vision. Sometimes I could, sometimes I couldn't. So I was almost actually shooting instinctive for a long time, and I wasn't getting any better. And I was shooting around 220s, 225, 230. And finally, let me just go back to my rifle shooting roots and close an eye and just focus on the pin or the tip of the arrow and put that below the gold and shoot. 20 points better later, I'm still shooting that way. But I will say that it's evolving. My thought process on that is evolving to a point where I'm drawing the bow and keeping both eyes open. I'm getting my bow where it needs to be. I'm getting my arm where it needs to be, and it's sort of a split vision. Then I close one eye slightly, focus on that pin for a second, then I expand and follow through. And that's more my shot sequence now, and it's improved my game dramatically. Again, so I think I shot up like 20 points. It was a no-brainer for me. So I'm not going back to two eyes open. Leave a comment below if you shoot both eyes open. Great, it works for you, that's great. It didn't work for me. And I know that there's some barebow guys that still shoot two eyes open as well. So maybe to get to that next level, I need to do that or learn how to do that. I don't know. Again, I'm feeling my way through this. Okay, second thing. I took my best or NTS or whatever you want to call it draw cycle. So it basically, from the front, I'm just going to show you. So basically from the front looks like this, kind of an open stance up, and you can see that my arrow's pointing to the left, my right, and then pulling this back in and then getting ready for the shot. So it's this pull out, come to alignment sort of story. So that works really good actually. But what I was finding is it would give me very little time on target with the tip of the arrow. And again, I told you I'm aiming with the tip of the arrow and I'm actually closing my eye. So it was causing a little bit of target panic, and it wasn't putting the arrows on target. And I would get lefts and rights, and I would have to worry about up and down as well. Well, I switched to more of a linear draw. Hey, Finn. I don't know if you can hear him. Anyway, I switched more to a linear draw, and I just like it. It feels better. It feels like back again, like when I was doing traditional, you know, wood bow, instinctive archery. And it looks sort of like this, and I'll just show you. So this, both hands come up. So the bow is flat in the air. Maybe this is a better angle. So the arrow's flat in the air, my arm's up here, and then I draw down, and then I use this arm as a lever. And so I'm already half drawn at this point. So watch. I'm half drawn. So I haven't used nearly zero strength to get to there. And then I pull all the way back to my anchor, and I'm in my back, and then I'm looking down the shaft, and I'm ready to go. I close one eye and I go through my shot cycle. I pull through. Anyway, so there's two things I've changed up, and I just want to give you the update. And this is sort of my Barebow update. I'm sorry it's been so long since we talked, but I'd love to hear from you. These are the two things that have changed. Well, I've changed equipment. I'm going to three things. So I'm going to the 3D game, and the 3D game is from like 12 yards out to 33 yards, so I need a faster limbs, faster arrows to keep my trajectory a lot straighter. So if I miscalculate the distance between 20 and 25, I'm still in the 10 ring. Anyway, that's the one thing. That's 3D archery, getting some experience there. Second thing is I've changed to closing one eye, and I'm shooting now one eye like this. And then the third thing is that I'm using a linear draw as opposed to BEST or NTS, National Training System, I think it's called. Kissick Lee sort of draw. And I'm not saying any of those things are great, but I'm saying that those things work for me. And this is the final thing, and then I'll finish this video. It'll be a quick one. Just because they work for me doesn't mean they'll work for you. Whatever's working for you, just do that. Keep doing that. Consistency is probably 99% of the game. You know, consistency kind of gives you, if you're consistent, you're drawing consistently, and you're pulling back consistently, and you're releasing consistently, you're going to shoot good scores because you'll have faith. And then that faith in your shot removes any sort of doubt. And when you remove doubt from this game we're playing, this 3D archery, or 18 meter shooting at dots, or 30 meter shooting at dots, or 50 meters, when you remove doubt, you remove fear, you remove target panic, you remove the mental game, the mental side of it. And that comes through consistency. I truly believe that now. And that's what I'm trying to work on, consistency. So changing things up, not a great idea right now, just especially since I'm going to go to the Worlds here soon. But I'm changing things up, but I'm doing things very similar to what I used to do when I shot instinctively. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I just wanted to kind of give you a quick update on where my barebow journey is taking me, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that that gave you some insight. I'm open to opinions. Please leave your comments below, like I keep saying. I know I'm harping on that, but it's important for me to meet. And the reason I got this channel, the reason I'm doing this whole thing, is so that I can meet you, I can talk to you, I can get information. I'm doing it for selfish reasons, yes, very selfish reasons, but I hope you don't mind, and I do appreciate your feedback, and I'm sorry for the lawnmower in the background, but I wanted to get this video off as quick as I could. So thanks very much again, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll talk to you next time. Looking forward to responding back to all those comments. Take care and continue to enjoy the great outdoors. We'll see you soon. Take care. All right, let's try 25 yards out. We'll shoot 3 down range and this new system. 25 yards should be, I'd like to be in the 10 every single time on 25 yards, right? I know that was quick, but cut me a break on that one. My first one's always quick. I don't know why. That was quick too. All right. You know, I kind of hate filming stuff because I shoot way too quick. But what are you gonna do? Okay. So here we are at 25 yards. Okay, not too shabby. I'm just outside the 10 though on that one. Hey, and honestly, the grouping's not bad. I'm not too upset with that, but that's my new system of shooting. That's the way I shoot. Yeah, no comments on shooting fast. I put the camera on and I shoot fast, and that is a big reason why you have to have competition experience. I'm just telling you, if you're gonna shoot fast, if you shoot fast when the camera's on, when you're under pressure, you know, I've had the camera on lots when I've shot, but I don't know why. Again, it just gives you a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of adrenaline, and then when you get that shot, it's just like, ooh, I want to shoot, and you let go. This time it worked out. Next time maybe it won't. Anyway, that's it. Take care. See ya. Talk to you later. Bye.